Yo, welcome back to Not Another Gaming Podcast. It's your boy Papa Dom, and we are back. It's episode 73. Once again, you're rocking with the finest degenerate journalists on these internet streets. You already know what it is. Of course, you already know. You got me coming at you live and direct. Just had about 15 lemon pepper wings for dinner. I'm feeling like I could fall asleep at any moment. So let's get the show rolling. Now officially with the third best audio and video quality on the podcast. Chris, how's it going?
Oh, blow me. You haven't gotten anything new either.
I have a better mic than you do.
What are you talking about? We have the same mic. Yours is just a different color.
No, mine was not manufactured in 2005.
Neither was mine.
Yeah, all right.
No proof. No one could see it. Neither can you. I got a new one.
I gave it to you. I know what it is. What do you mean?
No, I got a new one. You're thinking of the wrong guy. I'm doing good, though. I've had pizza and calzones 3 of the past 4 days, so I've been shitting bricks, but I'm doing well. I'm continuing to persevere. Crispy, tall, lanky, butthole stanky.
Extra stanky this week. Extra stanky.
For real.
Rob, I gotta tell you, I'm just smitten with the picture right here. And please clean off the top of your bureau. But how you doing?
What do you mean clean off the top of my bureau?
Look at it. There's all this shit, there's stuff all over it.
It's just tiny little trinkets, you know?
Why is there a bunch of tissues up there? Used tissues. What's going on?
Ugh.
I cry a lot.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like, the fuck? What other ants are you looking for here?
There's some like smudging on them too. What do you put eyeliner on before you go to bed so you can cry it off and listen to Hawthorne Heights?
I have to wipe off the running eyeliner before I go to bed, or else it'll get all over my pillowcases.
That's true. I mean, you're a responsible guy. Guy. Been there.
Yeah, whatever. I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic.
Jesus Christ.
Doing fucking
Kenny
great.
goes, true life, I'm fat and my dresser is dirty.
Jesus Christ.
Woo! Man, kid disappears for 3 months and then comes back with the heaters. My God. Just showed up back in our lives like my dad from the convenience store.
He's back with the milk.
Came back with a pack of Parliaments and a scratch ticket.
You wouldn't believe the line.
Just kidding. We had him and I had dinner at Newbridge last week, and it was great. Even though I paid fucking $73 for steak tips at Newbridge, can you believe it?
It's that expensive. I haven't been there mad long.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and that was with 20% tip. That was 20%. It's baseline. If anything, 20% means you probably did poorly. We ate dinner there. We both had 2 steak tip. Well, we both had a steak tip dinner, like half order of steak tips, not even a full. And probably had like 2 beers each. $72.
What did we pay when we went to
like
Floramos?
46 or something like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say we had like the same thing.
My God,
we should go back soon though.
Oh yeah, we should go to Floramos. Shout out to Floramos. Yeah. Use promo code WickedGoodGaming. Get a discount on your next tips and ribs combo. So this week we have yet another illustrious interview from PAX East this week. We've got some big news. A lot of people might have noticed that on our Twitter.com account, Twitter is at WickedGoodGames. You may have noticed that we've been talking about doing another G word. Bob, is that right?
What is it? I'm trying to think. There's so many G words. I really can't find this G word currently.
I can never find the G word.
I can never find the G word either.
I think you're confusing that with G spot.
Yes, exactly.
Oh. I can't find that one.
Let me know when it comes up.
Oh, got it. I just got it. Oh my God. We're doing another giveaway.
Oh, wow.
What?
These guys are so selfless.
I can't even believe it. I can't. But honestly, I feel like I'm just giving myself. You know, like the movie Seven with Will Smith.
I've never seen it, but I'm gonna act like I did just for the sake of the story.
I've seen Seven with what's his name?
Or the 7 pounds. 7 pounds. Is what
7 pounds.
Yeah, he like gives away like a pound. He gives away like one of his organs to like a different person, and he like dies at the end. Sorry, spoilers. That's like us, except it's video games, and we'll probably be alive afterwards. So kind of not like that.
I'll probably die way before the end.
Jesus Christ. So do you want to tell the good people before we roll into our weekend recap? Do you want to talk about the giveaway now, or do we want to save it till the end?
I mean, I can talk about it now. Doesn't matter to me.
All right, starting off hot. Why don't you tell the people what they could win?
Okay. All right. So while we were at PAX, Dom and Chris were off. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. I think they were doing another interview or a demo somewhere. But I stopped by the Dauntless booth, and I went hands on. Played a little bit of the demo. Played with a couple other people from the media and one of the. I'm just gonna say game developer because that's all I have.
Lead
That's literally all I got. But
Game
so
director.
yeah. Game designer? I don't fucking know. I don't know. Look, I don't recall. Regardless, went hands on, got a quick interview. We'll probably have that up next week. But they helped to facilitate a big giveaway. Big giveaway. In front of me, I have I'm gonna say 10 codes currently. Yeah, I'm gonna say 10 codes because we're holding on to a couple for like Chris too. Chris too really wants to play, so I kind of got to give him one because he'll actually play with me. But like, we're gonna say 10 right now. We're gonna give away 10 codes to the closed beta for Dauntless.
Ooh.
And if you guys don't know what Dauntless is, it's essentially Monster Hunter on PC, except it's a lot more fast paced. It's cell shading. I feel like it performs. It's like a lot less clunky than what
Roguelike,
Monster Hunter
twin
is.
stick, pixel art.
No,
No.
not this one. Not this one.
Oh, okay.
Not
So-
2D.
When you say closed beta, does that mean that not everybody can play this beta?
Hold on. Let me just look up a definition real quick.
So,
I'm in.
Yeah, I just went on Webster's dictionary. Closed beta. That's one word. Closed beta. That means you can only get in when you are given a code, and we were given several codes. So it's essentially invite only. Welcome to the VIP list, bitches.
Wow. I've never been on a VIP list. Have you guys?
must be nice.
On a lighter note, you ever realize in like movies and TV shows where like if someone's hacking into a computer, they're like trying to figure something out, all you hear is,
Enhance.
and then it's like 15 minutes go by, and then they're like, okay, I'm in.
I'm in. I cracked the code.
Yeah. Wow.
One of my
you're the
favorite
man.
shows on TV right now abuses that way too much, and at the end, pretty much like the climax of like every episode, they're like, "My God, we're gonna need to hack into this system," and then they like see a grainy video, like a 2-pixel video of some guy walking out of a coffee shop, and they go, "I think I'm gonna cross reference this facial recognition data and enhance it," and then it's just a picture. It's a crystal clear picture of the guy. Like, oh my
I
God.
hate that.
They
I
get a
hate
crystal
that.
clear picture off of 4 fucking pixels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be anything. It looks like, like, I mean, I can't even imagine. But, yeah. That's the one thing that really, like, busts them on me about that show. But, like, other than that, really good show. Designated Survivor on ABC. It's really fucking good. You should watch that shit. Kiefer Sutherland's the president.
If you put in promo code WGG.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Take your first ad off. So, giving away stuff for Dauntless, how and when can people win this?
I mean, I say we can give these out. What, next week? End of next week? Start of 2 weeks from now? Get some people entered in. See how many people we get in the pool, and then we could do a live drawing either next week or the week afterwards for the podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, we get a good amount of codes, so we need a lot of people. We're gonna need a lot of people to start entering.
We're going to need a lot of people. Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that. I was gonna say it'll be pretty easy to enter too. All our giveaways are usually somewhat easy to enter. We'll probably just tweet out the rules on how to enter at Wicked Good Games on Twitter. But like I said, it's usually pretty easy to enter. All the other giveaways we've had, it's been pretty straightforward.
Right, and just so you guys know, Kenny can't win. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kenny's not getting anything.
yeah, we've established that rule for the past like 4 giveaways. Kenny just can't win.
Only people that have tweeted from the account more than 5 times in the last week can
Dude.
win.
Kenny has his girlfriend enter giveaways and like her friends and stuff, trying to get free shit.
We're gonna cross-reference every fucking winner from now on
Yeah.
to make sure they're not.
Make sure they don't have 6 degrees of Kung Fu Kenny.
of Kung Fu Kenny.
Run their IP address, make sure it's not coming from campus.
It's his manager at Best Buy though. He's like, dude, hey, sign up for this. Hey, can I get your sign off on this permission slip for school? But it's actually like a sign up for the fucking giveaway. Oh my god. All right, let's do a little weekend recap. So this weekend, I don't really remember a whole lot of. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I don't think it's because of anything like that I consumed, but I just don't feel like I did a whole lot of memorable things, and I really like don't have anything. I think I had a turkey burger. At some point.
Not a fan. Not a fan.
You know, bought a new dress shirt at J. Crew. You know, real adult shit. Who up? And I think that's it. Oh, I went to Bagel World. Had a BLT.
Oh, love Bagel World.
Recently discovered. Now, please don't make any faces. Like, don't knock it until you try it. So, BLT, everything bagel, but instead of mayo, you put plain cream cheese on it.
Okay.
I know people that do that.
I heard that's really good on
It's
some
fire.
like breakfast sandwiches. Instead of cheese, you put cream cheese. I heard it's bomb.
It's fire. It's really
All right,
good.
listen up real close. Listen up real fucking close. French toast bagel.
Yeah.
Or sorry.
Already fucking up.
Sausage, egg, and cheese on a French toast bagel. Sausage, egg, and cheese on a French toast bagel.
I see that.
It's essentially a McMuffin, just
Yep. No,
incredible.
I'm definitely gonna try that because I'm a big. Is it McMuffin and McGriddle? Is that the same thing?
Yeah.
That's what I meant, McGriddle.
Yeah, McGriddle. I finally got put onto those a month ago, give or take, and I am fucking hooked on them. I try not to eat them more than like twice a week, but the bomb. So I'm definitely gonna try that.
Also, like I've been a big McGriddle guy for a very long time, but I also just had like a plain sausage egg McMuffin for the first time in a very long time the other day, and I gotta tell you, it was clutch. It was all I needed. It hit the spot.
McDonald's breakfast is spot on, dude. It's consistent. I'll tell you that. I mean, it's quickly in, quickly out, but it's good.
Oh yeah. No, it definitely
God.
moves fast through the old system.
It speeds through.
Yeah, absolutely. But that was pretty much it. As an extension to my weekend recap, I did get probably the greatest gift that I've been given in a very long time, and that was a jar of Dr. Bob's father's vinegar peppers. And I popped a couple last night, and wow, what an electric moment that was for my taste buds. I am personally excited to go get like a half a pound of like hot gabagool and a half a pound of provolone, a couple Spuckies, and just make myself a nice Tony Soprano, and it's going to be absolutely beautiful. So shout out to Dr. Bob's dad. Chris, how was your weekend?
Big Papa Tro.
It was good. First of all, I'm going to give a shout out to my boy Brenegade. I remember him from PAX. He's in the chat right now. He was the man, him and his girl. Super cool. But my weekend was good. I hung out with someone that I met at PAX. So
did you hang out with Renegade?
No, I didn't hang out with Brenegade.
Wait, who was it?
It was that girl that I met at the bar.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah, so we hung out.
Must
Got a
suck
bite
not
to
having
eat.
a name.
I mean, I don't know if she listens to this. I don't know if she wants me to throw her name out there, put her government out there. But no, it was good. We got something to eat. Got a pizza, some nachos, a couple beers. It was a good time. That was really all I drank that weekend. This weekend. It was good to wake 2 days in a row not hungover. It's not something that I'm very used to, so it really makes you feel like you got shit together. But it was a good time. I mean, there's really not much I could elaborate on. An extension to the weekend. It was yesterday, and I went to my little cousin's 6th birthday party. Super lit. And before you knew it, I was outside playing kickball with my older brother, my little cousin, my sister, my dad, and my uncle. And I am so sore right now. My lower back is on fire. And I don't know why. I was like barely doing anything besides kicking a stupid rainbow ball. I was hitting bombs though. But I'm sore right now.
That's tough. That's tough, dude. It's tough to be such an athlete.
I know, it's fucking wild. I'm in tip-top shape. This is the best shape I've ever been in.
Kid was ripping cigs in the middle of his fucking cousin's street, just trying to kick the ball. Richie, Richie,
Corona light in one hand. He's lighting a new cig in the other, and he's like waiting to he's trying to like coordinate himself to line up a perfect shot.
I was like, gee, speed the pitch up here. Jesus fucking Christ. Uncle, you got a lighter on you?
Good lord. Bob, how was your weekend?
I was in Austin, Texas all weekend.
Nice.
Took a little vacay. So big shout out to my friend Melissa, who let me crash on her couch for the weekend, and Marissa, whose idea it was to go visit her. So that was a pretty solid weekend. Austin's cool. It's like the only, in my opinion, I mean, I haven't been to any other part of Texas, but it's like the most city-like part of Texas, at least. Like Austin felt like you were walking through a small portion of Boston. And 6th Street was super fucking dope. 6th Street is like the Bourbon Street of Texas. Or Austin, Texas.
I feel like there's a gang called 6th Street.
It's my gang.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, Texas was dope. I got tricked into going on like a 7-mile hike.
Oh, Jesus.
So my body also fucking hurts.
Count me out for that.
Dude, it was like 3.5 miles into the woods, and there was this awesome spring and waterfall that we just chilled at for a couple of hours, and then it was 3.5 back, and like, my God, my body was fucking hurting. And on top of that, I was sleeping on a couch, like a fucking pull-out couch, and I'm still recovering.
You know what the difference is between a couch and me?
You don't pull out?
That's for damn sure.
Okay. Great.
But that's a long hike. That's a real long
The
hike.
difference between a couch and Chris is that Chris never has women on him.
Wow. Difference between a couch and
it.
you is the
Somebody
couch doesn't
clip it.
put grease in their hair.
Clip that.
I tried. That was a tough one. I tried though.
You tried. So pretty uneventful weekend on my end. Bob was in Texas. Chris played some drunk kickball with his 6-year-old cousin. Pretty par for the course, I think, when it comes to this podcast. I'm very excited about this Dauntless giveaway. I truly am. I have been, since we, occasionally we like to talk about video games a little bit. I have been having quite a lot of fun with the new Hearthstone expansion. I think this is probably the most fun to kind of like build your own decks that I've had in a long time. I think there's a lot of different versions of really popular deck archetypes that I've had a lot of fun with. Bob, I don't know about you. I've been having a pretty good time just kind of like messing around and playing with the new card combinations. I love the new keywords. I don't know how you feel.
Well, I mean, for sure, the introduction of Baku and Gen Greymane, like establishing the odd and even decks, has completely shaken up the meta as is. Like it was already pretty much fractured down the middle when all the other expansions got pushed to wild. When like, what was it, 60% of the cards that were out in rotation got pushed to wild. So from there, like, you only have three expansions you can work with, and then this one introduced so many new things into it. Like Rush, for instance, if you're playing a board control warrior Rush deck, like, it feels fucking good to be able to line up 3 Rush minions, get like your Woodcutter's Axe out, and get a quick boost going. I don't know. It's fun. Yeah. Like it's definitely a new meta. There's a lot of openings for like what's going to be the best deck, but like currently it kind of feels shitty because so many like higher ranked people are relying more on Q block, like Warlock decks that really benefit from the overpowered nature of Void Lords currently. Yeah. But there's ways to get around it.
Yeah, for sure. I think I'm having fun with Rogue again, which is like, obviously it's always kind of like my go-to class in pretty much any game where that's an option. And there's a lot of great different options in Baku and Gen. Like you said, I mean, those are must crafts if you don't have them already. I would say that like it just opens up a whole new realm of possibilities for the decks that you have, and it makes things so much more dynamic. It's definitely the most dynamic that I feel like Ladder has felt in a while. Like I'm not seeing the same 3 decks over and over and over. I'm seeing a lot of slight variations. Like I actually got my ass whooped by a Quest Rogue deck like just before I hopped on, and I haven't seen a Quest Rogue deck in like months, like since Ungoro, like before they nerfed it. So I thought that was pretty cool. I think that it's really fun to just kind of like mess around with the different card combinations, and the new keywords are really opening it up, so ranked feels a lot more fast. It's not super control heavy until you get higher up, but yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it. And also quick moment of silence for our best friend Ben Brode, who departed from Blizzard after 25 years. Wherever you're going, Ben, we want to go with you. We love you so much. I hope you're listening to this. I hope somewhere, wherever your new endeavor or your new office is, you're eating a nice cannoli. Hopefully not from Mike's Pastry, because if not, it's over. But thanks for the fun. Thanks for the game. Thanks for the interview. Thanks for the coolest interview I've ever had. We appreciate you. So quick moment of silence for Ben Brode from Hearthstone. Thank you for observing this with us. Chris, I don't know if you've heard about this, but this just came across the Wicked Good Gaming news desk. But a European esports team just signed a 13-year-old kid to their Fortnite team. Have you seen this?
No, I haven't seen that yet.
Look him up. It's he was 12 when they signed him. His name is Jun Tae Yang. And he was
wonder what ethnicity he is.
He was picked. Jesus Christ! He was picked up to play StarCraft in 2006. But now he's apparently some sort of Fortnite ace. And I don't even know. I mean, if you're 2006, that's
holy shit. The correlations between people that are filthy at StarCraft have to coincide with people that are filthy at Fortnite, because the whole building mechanic in that, like the whole meta of Fortnite currently, if you can outbuild the person you're shooting at and you can mitigate all the damage that they're trying to output, you just win. As long as you're half decent with the shot, if you can mitigate all the damage that they're outputting by like fucking super clicking as fast as you can.
Oh,
am I back? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, you were there. Yeah, I never even thought about that. I never thought about
That's all it is. That's all StarCraft is how many buttons you can click per second. And if you can optimize that into Fortnite and the building aspect of Fortnite, you have to dominate people. You have to absolutely dominate people.
I mean, I'm looking it up now. That is wild. That's fucking young. I mean, that really just shows where esports is going.
I personally don't think Fortnite could ever become an actual esport.
It's too slow. I don't even want to watch PUBG as an esport either.
I don't mind watching PUBG as an esport. The only issue with Fortnite as an esport is the randomness inside of like the actual game mechanics. When you're shooting, because they just nerfed like everything just got nerfed for like gunplay, where your first shot accuracy gets decreased like tremendously. And then depending on the quality of the gun that you have, there's bullet bloom. So if you're shooting in your crosshair and you have a gray gun, like your bloom percentage is increased. So like if you're shooting straight, a bullet could go off within the crosshair when you're shooting. But if you have a gold gun, it's more accurate. So the bloom is decreased. But they increased all of that. So all weapons are more inaccurate currently. And like if they're gonna keep weapon bloom and the inaccuracies of it, which they have to, because they have different qualities for every gun, like every gun type, I don't ever seeing that becoming competitive, because you can't just outgun somebody. There's always a sense of randomness in every gunfight.
I agree with that. I don't think it's at the point yet where it can really grow to that much of a competitive field, I guess, competitive scene. Just because I feel like they still haven't found their thing yet, because they're trying out all these different weapons that they're spawning. Like right now they have some sort of grenade that sticks to shit. They have a portafort. They're constantly releasing new stuff, so they would have to get just kind of a basic like shotgun, AR. What else can you put? No one even uses SMGs. I guess that's like the new thing though. So yeah, like a base, you wouldn't be able to have the crazy shit in there, like the portafort and like grenade launchers and stuff like that. But at the same time, that's kind of what makes the game fun.
Right. That if you remove those aspects of the game, who the fuck wants to watch it? You could just go watch PUBG esports.
Or you could watch it.
Yeah, and no one wants
it's fun to watch like anything else.
Yeah, you can put a nice strip of paint on the wall and just sit there and watch it.
Dude, put some Miracle Grow in your lawn, just sit there and just take it in.
The only way I could ever see them,
man.
I could ever see them turning that into an esport is if everybody started off, like in the tournament setting itself, everybody started off with like the same gun. Everybody started off with a gold scar. That way, everything's an even playing field.
Or do you think they should put more of the legendary weapons?
I mean, they could, but that doesn't change the fact that if you can't find a legendary weapon, you're just fucked regardless. That's the other sense of randomness. If you can't, same thing with PUBG to a sense. If you drop and you can't find an assault rifle for like the first 15 minutes of the game, you're fucked. Like, what are you gonna do? Shoot somebody with a micro Uzi from 150 meters out? It's not gonna work.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think speed-wise, it's like Dom. You said that you think Fortnite's a little too slow. This was in the chat too, and I agree with it. Even though I bash PUBG a lot, but I feel like that's a lot slower than Fortnite. I feel like Fortnite, in my opinion, I mean, I think that would be more entertaining to watch than PUBG. PUBG is a little more strategic. And like you said, Rob, with Fortnite, it's all about having quick fingers, being able to build quicker than this person, and kind of thinking ahead. And I think it would be entertaining to watch, but if they did it right. As of right now, I don't see it being able to do anything, but who knows? They've done such a good job listening to their influencers within the game and these big-time streamers that I think if they really wanted to turn it that way, they could, if they just listened to the right people. Because the game's huge. I mean, the next step for it is, it can't grow any other way right now.
Every fucking console at this point, besides Switch, and it's rumored that there's going to be a Switch port at some point. But like, the reason why I could see it being successful is the fact that the number of viewers that they have at any given time that's being streamed is so much higher than everything else. It's Fortnite, then I think it's League of Legends, then I think it's PUBG right afterwards, or Overwatch third, or something like that.
People still watch League?
Yeah, dude, League, the World Finale or Worlds, whatever it's called, for 2016 or 2017 was more watched than anything else on the internet or anything else for a media besides the Super Bowl. 20 million people.
Right,
20 million people
that was
watch
2
Worlds.
years ago, though. That was like I'm talking about. Now there's so many more people that are into battle royale. Don't fucking ask me why. No offense, guys, but. I just don't see it. But
hold on. I have one thing to say about Fortnite. Sorry, Dom. I just cut you off. But all the people that are arguably the best Fortnite players are all the ones that are super big on Twitch, and they're well known. So I feel like if they were gonna do something competitive and they were to take the top 20 best Fortnite players, they're like 95% of them are going to be known on Twitch and have a pretty big community. So I feel like they'd be able to make a shit ton of money just because they would know every single person playing. Because you would have like Ninja, Myth, like CDM the Third, High Distortion, Dakotas, like all these people that a bunch of people already know. And I feel like it would be sick. And like, I don't know. I feel like if they did something like that, it would be more known than watching like Counter-Strike, for instance, CSGO, where some people, but like other guys are just like the random little dude at the end with the op that's killing people. You're like, oh, like no one has any idea who this kid is. No one cares about this kid. But with these people, there's actually a community behind them. So I think it could be cool.
I don't know. I see it being successful numbers wise and financially just because of like the giant hype around the game currently. I just don't see it being an interesting, hyper competitive esport like Overwatch or League of Legends. Like it just there's too much randomness involved in the game to make it a competitive game that really competitively driven gamers want to be a part of. Like if you are a diehard gamer that wants to be in a difficult game and you want to test your skills in an esport, you don't want to get fucked over by randomness at some point because that just feels shitty and you're not going to want to play it anymore.
I think they make it too much of a fun game too.
Well, that's the point of it. They didn't want to be PUBG. They wanted to be something different, and they did, and they're hyper successful now. But like, there's too much randomness involved in the game for it to be the top tier esport.
You could say the same thing for Hearthstone, but that's one of the most watched esports on earth. And Hearthstone, is literally like RNG the game.
But I'm pretty sure in Hearthstone tournaments, competitors enter into the tournaments with a given like 5 set deck list, and then there's a pick and ban phase where you can ban out 2 out of the 5 decks that you don't want to play against, so you know what you're going up against when you walk into it.
Well, I mean just like the ability to draw certain cards, and then like the cards that have extra random effects, or So I mean, I guess that there's a kind of a degree of that you can mitigate based on what cards you use, but at
Yeah.
the same time, I mean, there's still an element of like if you don't draw the right way, or you like if the things just don't go your way, I mean, you really there's really you can get fucked. I mean, the best Hearthstone players can just have all of their good cards in the bottom of their deck and just not have the combinations they need. And I get that for people that are playing Fortnite and just aren't getting the drops that they want. But I guess there's going to be an element of that in everything. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's just a different type of esport, I guess. Like, you like to have that kind of like wacky randomness. I would rather have something be a little bit more fast and loose and random, because I think the excitement that gets generated if somebody were to like drop or find a legendary weapon, or draw a really important card. Jesus, I need more water. Like when we were at DreamHack Montreal, we had someone draw a really important card that was going to turn around like a 2-game series and prevent a sweep. He ended up going back and winning the series, which was great. But watching that comeback unfold was great, and I think that being able to see that, having a game where there's a little bit more an element of randomness. But the so in Fortnite, if somebody like drops a random weapon or a legendary weapon or an epic weapon or something like that, I think that that's pretty cool. I think that that's kind of adds an extra layer of excitement onto there, and it's better than just everybody having the same type of weapons. But that's just me.
So look at it this way from this perspective. What is the longest standing successful esport that's been going for however long?
Halo?
No.
I don't know.
Counter-Strike.
Oh, yeah, true.
There is no
Marginally
randomness.
longer.
There is no randomness involved in Counter-Strike. There's no weapon bloom. There's
I kind of disagree though. There's different weapon spray that you're not really sure of.
That's based on just flat gun accuracy, and you're not having separate qualities. Like there's no gold.
Okay.
There's no gold op in it. Everything is there's statistics and numbers based around every gun that's put into that game, and there's no quality difference between like any sets of those guns.
Yeah.
Or
I mean, I'm not saying that
those guns.
I'm not
but
saying
different
that one
qualities per
esport is better than the other. I'm just saying that they both have a place. Like there's definitely a sphere for both of these things, so that there's the people that enjoy things that are a lot more random, like that enjoy kind of that element of wildness, can watch games like Hearthstone and Fortnite, but people that enjoy having more controls would watch games like PUBG and CS:GO and other shit like that, where they have like fixed equipment and fixed settings.
Yeah, that's just why I think games like that last longer in the esports realm. Like it's solid facts at this point. Counter-Strike's been going for so long.
I mean,
Yeah, I think Fortnite needs to stay in their lane. I think.
I agree. I actually agree. I 100%
Keep doing what
agree.
they're doing. They're doing great. They're doing fucking great right now. But at the same time, there is an electric factor to when there's like two guys, two girls, can't assume gender, 2018. But when they're in a build-off, and like they're both trying to get on top of one another, get around each other. There's some fucking strategy, and it's wild. I was watching that today. It was some random guy, and then Daquan, who's a streamer, and they were just building and building and building. No lie, it went on for like 5 minutes straight, and finally one person got on top of the other one and was able to kill them. But it was electric because you can only imagine how quick their fucking like fingers are moving and shit. I would have a stroke if I was trying to move my fingers that fast.
But that's the issue with the current meta of Fortnite. That's all it is being able to build better than the other person in front of you. There's like, again, if you're just moderately decent at gunplay, it doesn't matter. If someone can outbuild you, you're going to get fucked regardless. If they build above you and they have a better headshot range or a better headshot angle, you just lose.
Well,
That's just how it goes.
I think that's something that Fortnite needs to. I think that's something that Fortnite needs to embrace more than. I mean, maybe they try to separate themselves a little bit more from PUBG by emphasizing the building and rewarding that in a way where they implement something that, knowing that that's what people are watching the game for. I wouldn't be surprised if they implemented a spin-off game mode or, a certain stipulation that would reward building more or building faster or something like that, so that people who aren't as skilled in the gunplay can have more of a level playing field. I don't play Fortnite, so I mean I could be totally off base, but I think that if that's something that is people are watching the game for and things that people enjoy, I mean, why not chase that feeling and say like, hey, if you enjoy the building elements here, here's a way that you can kind of reap the rewards from that. You know,
I get where you're coming from. You can't take away the whole. You can't draw back the building because that's like the game. You're supposed to build in that game. Like that's how you get advantages of people. But I do agree where there should be some sort of leveling out. It's like Call of Duty when they had regular Call of Duty and then they made Pro Mod where they took back the damage on the guns. All the guns had the same damage. Maybe SMGs had a quicker fire rate, but they had no crazy attachments, no crazy perks. So they found a way to level it off while keeping the competitiveness up. So it's an equal playing field, and it's not like you can get outgunned because you have stomping power on and someone doesn't have that on their gun. So like you hit like shit like that. So they were able to level it off. So if they can find a way to do that, then I think it would be okay. But you can't take back building.
The only way I see that happening is if they put like implement a cooldown system into the building mechanics where you can't put up 17 walls and like you just can't do 17 different building mechanics at the same time. If they put in a cooldown system, then you got to be more strategic about it, and you can't just outbuild the person in front of you. You have to actually be able to outgun them too.
Yeah,
I like that.
And you can always have the same. You can always have like a hardcore mode or like a classic mode or something like that. But then you could introduce another one that has cooldowns on building things. Maybe there are separate abilities that you can use that'll allow you to kind of, manipulate building structures in a certain way, and reward yourself more for it. I think that would be cool to kind of have something implemented in there just to add another layer of depth. Also, if there was any degree of like actual like static customization, I wouldn't be mad at that either. But unfortunately, the way things are going, it looks like we're going to see lots of battle royale games, and it's going to take a lot of identity out of my favorite multiplayer franchises. So I'm not happy about that.
So back to originally what we were talking about. Yeah, I hope this 13-year-old kid's all right, because being 13 years old, you're still developing and shit like that, and you're going to be on your computer for 10 hours a day now.
Well, look at it this way. He can never get arrested for having sex with a minor because he is a minor.
I mean, yeah, that's very true. That's a good way to look at it. But at the same time, he probably can't even... Nah, I'm not getting into it.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, there's so many pro esports players that just get fucked in these scenarios.
They're not used to leaving the house, so it's like when they go out and everyone looks the same to them, so it doesn't even matter.
Listen, man, as far as I'm concerned, like when I was 13, if somebody was like, "Hey, all that time that you spend playing World of Warcraft, what if I told you could get paid to do it?" I would be all over that shit. So as far as I'm concerned, I hope all of these esports pros get their money quickly before like the bubble eventually bursts on this. Because I mean, that there's got to be some sort of come down. It's not coming anytime soon, but it'll happen. And I hope that these kids, especially the 13-year-old kids that are like legitimately living my childhood dream, get as much money as they can. Take their moms out the hood, put them in a Bugatti or something like that.
Back.
But yeah. So I want to talk about beer for a second, if that's okay with you guys.
No, I don't want to talk about it.
All right, that's fine. I had
Let's talk about it.
I had a pretty disappointing experience on Monday night. It's me and Rob. It's late on a Monday. It's getting late. It's dark out. I'm like, Rob, let me bring over some beers. I found this new beer. And maybe me and you hang out, split a pack of beers, see where we go. It was D&D night, and I decided to buy into the new Corona Premier.
Oh boy.
Beers. If you haven't seen them already, there's a commercial with George Clooney in it. They're marketing this beer to older gentlemen with gray hair. So I was like, picking through my hairs. I'm like, you know what? This might be for me. Big consumer over here. So I go to the liquor store over by Nani's Pizza like I always do. And, the same guys watching the same reruns of The Nanny. And I go over, I get a pack of Corona Premiers, and they have 2.6 carbs and 90 calories. And I think that's more than Mick Ultra, but it is less than regular Corona, obviously. Like Corona Light has 5 carbs and 99 calories. So as somebody who's going to be, working on that summer bod pretty soon.
I mean, it's already the summer. What are you talking about?
I hope it snows tomorrow.
Take that back.
I'm trying to make some decisions. And needless to say, this beer just tasted kind of like a Mick Ultra, except sweeter and just not as good. Bob, I don't know how you felt about it, but I was thoroughly disappointed. Even if we put a lime in it, I'm pretty sure it would have just been like a Mick Ultra with a lime in it. But I was let down.
Yeah, I don't know what sweetness you got from it. It was just a Michelob Ultra with more calories.
I mean, in that case, you just drink your Czech Ultras and have a day. You call those
Exactly.
athletes.
Yeah, you pop in a dozen Mick Ultras and you get a nice
It's
buzz
incredible,
going.
and it's like you just had a fucking just a glass of water. It's healthy for you. It's like you had a kale smoothie.
Oh,
It's like you had a kale smoothie. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm all
fucking
for like
gross.
the athlete beers. I would be remiss if I didn't say that I've enjoyed a couple of Mick Ultras in my day. But yeah, I
Love
was
'em.
just hoping for more. I was just hoping for something with a little bit more flavor, something that tastes a little bit more like Corona-y. And this is like the first new Corona in like 30 years. Like 30 years ago, they came out with a Corona Light, and now I've been pretty sure George Clooney was probably 25 by then, and now now they're putting out a Corona Premier, and they're like, hey, this is the all new experience with Corona, and it just tastes like an even more watery Mick Ultra.
Yo, speaking of a beer that is not good, this sounds terrible. Have you seen the new Bud Lights that they have out? The orange flavored ones?
No, but they look awful.
Get
Oh.
the fuck out of my face. Orange flavored Bud Lights. Get out of my face.
Yeah, the Bud Light. I've had a couple
fucking
BL
gross.
limes, and I don't even like those. But the Bud Light oranges sound terrible.
Sounds awful. I mean, Bud Light limes to me taste like dishwater. No lie, like
They
dishwater.
really do. They really
So
do.
having an orange one's gonna taste like dog shit, and I will not try it. I can't wait till the summer rolls around and I'm piss drunk drinking Bud Light oranges. Hey, fuck it. Smoking my Mob Lights.
Somebody has you. It's like, hey, Chris, turn around, take a picture, and you just
Yeah, caught red hand. It wasn't me.
with
Photoshop.
the Bud Light orange just like hanging from your lip. Yeah, I mean, I feel like just let us have the spiked seltzers and maybe just make beers heavier. I don't know. I mean,
beer.
yeah, it just tastes like beer. Like, I don't know. I just feel like if Budweiser was gonna come out with like a spiked seltzer, they should just do that. Just come out with like Bud Seltzer, even though it doesn't sound very sexy. It's not like spiked seltzer or.
You drink
the other
spiked seltzers?
I usually a couple seltzers. It depends.
A couple Trulies?
Couple True. I don't think I've ever had Trulies. I'm a big White Claw guy. Black cherry.
White Claws, yeah, those are the ones I go with.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, the fucking White Claw limes, you could melt rust off of your bike with them.
Yeah, I usually drink those when I get a Brazilian.
They're fucking gross. Cleans out your fucking
And why are
colon,
you drinking it?
Like, oh my god. It's essentially a fucking enema that's going
Why
in
are
the
you
opposite
drinking
way.
that then?
Bob's a big
Dude, I don't drink them. Like, occasionally, like, if Kaylee comes over to hang out, well, she likes spiked seltzers, so I'll get a 12-pack of,
It's like
a
random
couple
spiked
candles.
seltzers.
It's like the keeping your fridge stocked video on
Yeah.
YouTube, and it's
Oh
like when
my
your girl
God.
comes over and she wants a spike seltzers, like bam
For the fit chicks?
for the
Yeah,
fit.
she likes spiked seltzers.
There you go, keeping your fridge.
And then
stocked
the
with
limes
too many
the
women.
limes are still fucking sitting in my fridge from months ago.
They just gotta crush them.
Yeah, you gotta just drink them. We'll drink them on.
The best thing is, like, I call it shushing a twisted tea. So whenever a
Shushing?
party's going on, like, you just take a twisted tea and you open it up and you just go shh. And everyone's like, dude, what the fuck's going on? You just crush it. Okay. I did like 3 in a row once in the matter of 20 minutes, and people started getting mad. I was stopping conversations.
You walk in, somebody's like, "Yeah, so I'm not exactly sure. I mean, my dog ran away 2 weeks ago," and you're like, "Shh."
Yeah, there's people talking like, she left me, man. I don't know what's going. I go, shh, 1 second, shh. Yeah, but she left. Shh. Go. All right, continue.
Oh my god.
Yo,
yeah,
we
no,
should.
I'm not
I
happy
want
with
to run that
Corona
interview.
Premier. I guess if I was like, dying of thirst in the desert, and that was my only option, I'd probably have a couple. But yeah, I think I'll just stick with Mick Ultras. I guess that'll be my diet beer. I don't know what else to do, and I feel like the spiked seltzers have too much sugar in them.
Mm-hmm. It's like drinking.
I mean, I don't like how they sit.
Yeah, I should stand up when you're
I
drinking.
don't like seltzers.
Yeah, I mean, I like seltzer. I mean, I'll put it in a little espresso, maybe put a little light cranberry juice cocktail in there. Make a day of it. Let's talk about this interview that we're going to set up. What interview are we going to do in the podcast today, boys?
I wish I could tell you.
I don't know. We could do the Dauntless one since we started the giveaway today. I can send you it, Dom.
Yeah, that works for me. Do you want to like introduce, like, do you want to like set it up? Tell us who it is.
Yeah, I mean,
we'll stall.
let me see. Let me check. Let me
sing me a song.
Let me pull. Yeah, good. Stall. I gotta.
Shit. Our song is a slamming screen doors. Living out late, tapping on your window. It's Taylor Swift. I don't know the words though.
Got it.
Lead dev.
I got it.
All right, yeah. So who's the lead? Who's the lead game developer that you did this interview with?
Jordan Dodds, the community associate
Lead dev.
from Phoenix Labs for Dauntless.
So everybody, set your bets right now. Is Jordan Dodds, does Rob take away the S on his last name in the beginning of the interview? I haven't listened to the interview yet, but knowing Rob, he may have just said Jordan Dodd, but we'll see.
Yeah, here with Jordan Dodd.
Here with Jordan Dodd,
I think
medium
Ben
iced,
Brode.
extra.
I don't know. I think I did it right. I think I did it right this time. I think I just said, "Hey, I'm here with Jordan."
Yeah, is it
from Phoenix Labs?
I'm here with Jordans.
Yeah, me and Jordan's here.
My lead dev, Jordans. All right, here's the interview with lead developer Jordan Dodds from Dauntless. So that was our exclusive interview with lead dev Jordan Dodds from Jordan Dodd from Dauntless. I'm pretty excited to play it. I've never played Monster Hunter before, but I think you sold me on it. I mean, it sounds like it's a blast.
Dude, it's a fun game. It runs smoothly. It's still in like closed beta, so like some of the background graphics are a little wonky. Like further off in the distance, you'll just see a tree like go horizontal and just start glitching out, going like horizontal to vertical. But besides that, everything's clean. Like the game looks clean. It runs smoothly. The combat is fluid. And like I said before, it's like a similar system to Monster Hunter, where it's you're going on these monsters. You're going out to hunt. I think they're called behemoths. Yeah, pretty sure they're called behemoths. But you just kill them. You acquire their like hides and shit like that, and then you craft new gear and new weapons and shit like that. Definitely a fun game.
That works for me. Can you customize your character?
Probably. Yes. Extensively.
Say no more. Did you get did you get any sort of? I mean, I haven't listened to the interview yet, but have you did you get any sort of inkling of like what the story was in Dauntless?
Yeah. So there's something along the lines where the behemoths are in your world and they're devouring this thing called the Aether. And the Aether is what keeps the world together. So you need to stop them from essentially destroying your world.
That's just straightforward enough.
I believe that's what it is.
Yeah, that's totally fine. That's straightforward enough for me. I don't need anything more complex than that. That's pretty cool. I dig it. I dig it. Chris, were you did you get a chance to play Dauntless as well? Because I did not.
No, I walked by it a couple times. I didn't get hands-on with it, but it does look pretty sick.
I think we might have to make people shotgun beers again.
It's fucking fun.
I don't know. I mean...
hopefully, we had a dude chucking a solo cup somehow.
It's got to happen. It's got to happen.
No, that guy's he's not allowed back in the giveaway. Nice.
Tied it up. Also, I'm not farting. That's my chair, Brenegade. I can like kind of go back and forth.
My chair.
Now. Dude, my chair is wicked old. My chair's wicked old. I don't know what to do about it.
Yeah, just like you.
Oh, wow. Well, that was really nice, Rob. I was,
Tom's just shitting his pants on stream.
With the interview and all of the regular beautiful content that we had for the podcast, I mean, we're probably at about that time that we can wrap up and do a little Wicked Good Gaming. Send it. Personally, I would like to shout out whoever made my coffee at McDonald's yesterday, because that shit was fucking piff. It was perfect. It was so well balanced, and it was just delicious. So yeah, shout out to you. And
everybody needs a little Newman's Own in their life.
Oh, dude, it's so good. Dude, Newman's Own coffee is so good. I don't want to hear. I'm not going to entertain an argument to the contrary. And also, shout out to Ben Brode. We love you very much, and we really appreciate the interview. And we're really sad to see you leave Blizzard. I am especially very sad. I'm just like absolutely heartbroken. That's definitely the coolest interview we've done. That's going to be some very big shoes to fill, literally, because the man is colossal. Yeah, I can't wait to see where he goes from here. But I'm sad to see him go for sure. Blizzard's one of my favorite companies, and he was one of my favorite people at the company. So it's definitely going to be a really huge role, a very big void to fill. Whoever's stepping into his place. Rob, what do you got?
I want to give a big shout out to my pal Jordan Dodds with an S at the end. The community associate,
tomato.
Not the game developer. Dude, look, I'm telling you that
shout out to Night Howler with
every
a
single
sub.
time
Sorry,
I say anything about an interview. Oh, that's fine. All good. Yeah, shout out to you, Night Howler. Where the fuck was I? Oh, yeah, I'm telling you right now, it's just everybody's a game developer until I declare otherwise. But shout out to him. Thank you for the interview. Thank you for the codes. And shout out to everybody who is going to participate in the giveaway. We have a bunch of codes to give away. So stay tuned. We'll try to get... Should we get a tweet up tonight? Or
yeah, we'll have our
probably get a tweet up tonight. Right?
Yeah, we can definitely get a tweet
Oh,
up
yeah.
tonight.
Shout out to Kenny, who finally turned his phone back on.
Yo, yeah. Shout out to Kenny, who, he re-upped on his minutes, decided to tweet a couple of times from his phone. Using his anytime minutes, probably using his girl's minutes. And shout out to Night Howler, who just subscribed to us. He decided not to steal his girlfriend's Amazon Prime and sub to us for free. He decided to use his own hard-earned money instead, or unless he took the money out of his girlfriend's purse. God's plan. And I appreciate it. Welcome to the Sig Pack, and that's definitely the name. It's real. So yeah, intern Ken.
Nope, we're gonna workshop this. It's a working title.
It's been 2 years. It's been a working title for 2 years. So yeah, that's a moment for celebration. Chris, what do you got?
Nothing.
Fantastic. So episode 73 in the books, Not Another Gaming Podcast. I know, Night Howler. We're just kidding around. I know the money's yours. Episode 73, Not Another Gaming Podcast, the #1 gaming podcast on Spotify, going straight to the moon. You already know you're going to catch us at several illustrious high-profile gaming events this year, so you're going to have to stay tuned for that. And if you want a copy or a beta key, is it a beta key or is it a full copy of the game?
They're beta keys, but I'm pretty sure it comes with the game upon release.
Oh, shit. All right, well, if you
I'm convinced it comes with the full game upon release.
If you want to play Dauntless, get in on our giveaway. We're going to have Kenny add a couple more texts to his phone so that he can tweet out things about the giveaway. It's going to be great. I personally can't wait to see all of the entries that we get and all of the people that, eventually just, come into the podcast and hang out with us. Really, we've been saying this since day one, but all of the money that we make on t-shirts, from tips, from bits, whatever the fuck it is, literally goes straight back into giveaways. This time we were lucky enough to have an awesome lead developer who's giving us like 10 codes for Dauntless.
Jordan's.
and he's hooking it up. So thanks to the good people over at Dauntless for hooking it up with the codes, and they're gonna make it possible. So make sure that you subscribe or follow. Tell your friends about it, because the more codes we give away, the more shit that we're gonna be able to give away in the future. If we can see that our community engages with it, Other ways to engage with us, twitch.tv/wickedgoodgaming. You already know. Every Thursday night, sometimes on Wednesdays, like right now, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Fridays, every Friday morning, the pre-recorded show goes up on all your favorite podcast apps: iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Podbean, Spotify, and I'm literally, I can't even keep track, because now I'm finding out that we're on podcast apps that I've never even heard of before. So make sure you go follow us on there. Just search Not Another Gaming Podcast. On Google,
oh yeah, for sure.
And just follow us on there, because I literally don't even know at this point. But Spotify, we're pretty big on Spotify. So just listen to us on that. Do you guys got any parting words of wisdom?
Fuck. Kenny wants me to hop on for stream for a little bit. I don't know if I should.
You should.
You
enjoy
definitely
your
should.
night.
You
Rob.
definitely should. You get
should.
this beautiful setup. You got a 5K camera on right now. Look at those beautiful pearly whites. I don't think you can afford not to.
Don't do that.
And yeah, the next charity stream that we do will probably be for Kenny's track phone minutes.
Yeah, so we can add money to his fucking jitterbug.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. His jitterbug.
We gotta get the jailbroken one without the parental locks on it.
Well, that's all.
Jesus Christ. All right, well, stick around if you want to see Dr. Bob do a little stream. I know I'm going to be doing that. And the Bruins just scored again, and they just took the lead.
No
so until that time, we love you, and we'll see you next week.
Nice.